With 7 days to go, we're spannering hard to get this rally mini ready for the 2021 Rally Day at Castle Combe. Got a string. Oh, this is just stupid. Right, next job, get an MOT. It's 1969, it technically doesn't need one. However, the insurance and also the rally documentation says your car must have an MOT if required. You never know, somebody might question it. So for 50 quid, let's get an MOT on it. Previous to the MOT, I'd done a string alignment and the rear offside quarter was a little bit toe out. I couldn't tow it in anymore because it was on its max of its adjustment. Anyway, when it was at the MOT, they confirmed, yes, there's a little bit toe out. So back to the workshop and a quick modification. This was really easy. I overlised the inner hole of the rear subframe, welded a washer where I wanted the new hole. Hey presto, job done, lots of adjustment. String alignment is very, very accurate as long as you do it properly. Now, as you can see, I had a bit of a mare doing it the old-fashioned way. On a string. Oh, this is just stupid. However, a lot of top teams use a system that's bolted to the car. So, might as well get fabricating. Despite taking all day, it makes home alignment an absolute dream. John Dutch from Dutch Speed Engines, he was kind enough to pop round and help me set up the engine. A quick tweak of the ignition and a mess around with the fueling, and it was time for a test drive. I want to put a fan on. Was it? Yeah. Oh right. Getting warm, right? Oh Christ, yeah. That's not good, mate. I can't feel that hot. Oh, it doesn't, does it? The gauge can't be right. It'll be boiling over at that temperature. I don't want to take the thing off, but shall I know it's a stupid thing to do, but shall I just crack the cap and see what it does? Yeah. Perhaps not. So she is warm, but cause that then?
Well, it's not that hot coming out.
No, I mean if you can...
You know, you can touch that hose just about.
That would be really bad. You know, you would, wouldn't you? You'd be going, It'll rock it. Yeah, that covers hot. I wonder if I've got another gauge I could put on.
Can you put the bonnet inside? Drive it back.
Drive it without no bonnet?
Yeah, just to be on the safe side.
Get no air in it. Yeah, there's no room anywhere in it.
No.
What's the cap?
16 psi. Drive it back.
Yeah, alright.
You can see those brakes and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Alright. Okay, issues. It's now Thursday. Just gone 2 o'clock. It needs to go in the trailer tomorrow afternoon, and we're taking it for a test drive. Thank you very much, John. Brilliant. She's all tuned up, but we've got a massive overheating issue. So John has a big fat aluminium radiator that he had on his grass tracker, so he's going to lend me that, which is great. I'm going to whip the water pump off because something's not right. It's not circulating. It doesn't have a thermostat in it, but it does have the blanking plug, and I need to bleed the brakes. Definitely got air in it after mucking about with the brake bias and the bleeding the back brakes. So, right, let's go. And some wing mirrors. But the sound of that gearbox on the road is just mental, absolutely mental. Right, wire remote off. Oh, right. Oh dear, where are we? It runs a treat now. It's just overheating, and couldn't quite diagnose what it was. So John kindly lent me this massive radiator. Look at that bad boy, look. I had it on his grass track racer. He went, why's that on? That'll cool it down. And I bet it will. Unfortunately, it won't fit. Well, it would fit, just. But there's two issues. When I looked at the rad that I took out, this one, which is the Fletcher rad, you're not going to be able to see in there. There's quite a few rust flakes, and I think, although I've run a hose through it and tried to clear it, I do think maybe that it's blocked from contaminants from inside the engine, because the inside of the engine does look a little bit rusty. So now I've been running some nice coolant in it, but obviously at some time maybe it just sat with just water in it. So two things, I could make that radiator fit, but the problem is because it's so fat, I can't run a spacer on the fan, and if I didn't run a spacer on the fan will touch the breather tube that goes off the timing cover. You could smack it with a hammer, and I've done that in the past, but in the past when I've smacked it with a hammer, I've inadvertently smacked the timing cover into the chain, and no, I can't. I'm not doing that. I've done that before. If I do something like that, I want to do it properly. So luckily, in my spares department, I do have a spare rad. I had this ready to go in the spares package for when we go rallying. So that's almost it does look very, very similar to that Fletcher, but it's obviously not a Fletcher. I think it's just a budget too cool. But I'm going to fit it and see how that goes. Oh yeah, the other issue was if there are still more metal flakes in there, I don't want that to go and clog up a rather nice borrowed rad. The last thing I want to do is give that back to him and now it's clogged. So I'd rather go for a different, you know. So that's the plan. What time is it? It's not too bad. It's only 8 o'clock. It's like a flipping, it's like one of those crappy episodes on whatever it is. Sorry, I'm getting tired and a little bit stressed. I'm gonna carry on. Catch you later. I've been up all night. No, I haven't. I suppose I must have gone to bed about 11 and got up at 5:30 this morning, so it wasn't too bad. I've fitted another radiator, another water pump. I've flushed the engine. I can't see what else I can do, to be honest. And I've actually connected the electric motor on the heater, so that's got to help. So when we put it in the garage last night, I noticed that the wheel bearing has collapsed on that corner. It was picked up on the MOT. He said that bearing is loose, and I went, oh okay, that's fine, not a problem, we'll tweak it up. So took the split pin out, torqued it up to spec, which is something stupid like 150 newton meters and 150 foot-pounds, sorry. Put the split pin back in, bloody excellent. Of course, on all our test driving yesterday, when we were driving the Mini up and down, which wasn't far, now it's super loose. You can wobble the wheel again. So I need to, luckily in my Mini spares order that's coming today, I've got a brand new set of Timken front bearings. Have I got time to change them today? Depends when the delivery comes, doesn't it? It never rains. You don't know how many times I've wanted to throw the towel in today. But it's you lot that's helping me. It's everybody, friends, family, community, sponsors. You are the people that's driving me forward. Otherwise, I would be a much weaker person. Good news. We noticed that we really do need wing mirrors, so I've got a set of those door-mounted ones. I've had a bit of a faff trying to fit them. Hopefully they won't fall off. They're already scratching the paint up, but hey, it's a rally car. Right. Oh, and I haven't tested the cooling system yet because it's too early in the morning. The last thing they want me to do is run in this engine. Wheel bearing. We ain't going anywhere without a wheel bearing. Right, I hate to do it, but sometimes you've got to rob Peter to pay Paul. I vowed once never to do this again, but I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to nick the hub off the Mark 1. Maybe I'll end up with 2 Minis that now don't work. Well, that's a much better test drive. I did 3 laps of my little circuit, getting faster and faster. Staying within the limit of the traffic maybe. But yeah, it's just sitting around sort of 75 now. So even now I'm in really slow traffic on my way home. Stay in there, it's fine. You would have thought once you slow down and you in traffic. Marvellous! Oh, this week has been an up and down roller coaster. All I've got to do is bleed the rear brakes. I'll bleed them. And then it's a case of sticking in the trailer. Woo! What is that noise? It's annoying, whatever it is. Anyway, once I replaced the hub, believe it or not, my mini spares order turned up and that had my Timken bearings in it. Didn't have time for that, job was done anyway. But also my mini spares order was a full set of Yokohama tyres and a couple of new rims as well. So I quickly popped around to my local garage, which is Island Auto Care, absolute legends. They fitted them for me there and then, wazzed them on the car, and then it was off to Dan Young from Young Plumbing, who was so kind that he was gonna not only tow me up to the event, he was gonna put the Mini in his absolutely gorgeous enclosed trailer. Right, final piece of the puzzle, will it go in Dan's trailer?
You're well over back still at the moment.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all the stopping, it's the bloody... Well, to be honest, if you right, take it back out, we'll whip this bar off.
Alright.
We'll just put her in that way. We don't need that bar in there, do we? So now.
Right, in the morning, we loaded up, joined my mates from White Motorsport, and we all travelled up together in a convoy. We booked a rally package, and a rally package allowed you to have basically a dedicated service area and 2 hours of rally track time in the afternoon. Amazing. So, but in the morning, we set up camp, and once we'd done that, there was nothing more to do than go and look at rally cars. In the morning, you could buy 15 minutes worth of track time. Now, we did one in the Mini just as a pre-shakedown, if you want to call it that, just to make sure that everything was okay. But in the afternoon, they basically transformed the track into a rally stage. So lots of chicanes and things like that. And it was basically 2 laps. 2 laps of the circuit was a rally stage. And so we had 2 hours just to do that. So we'd go out, practice. But the good thing is you could change your navigator, or your passenger if you want to call them, throughout the 2 hour period. So Catherine, my partner, she had to go, she absolutely loved it. couple of my YouTube mates, they had a go. If you want to see their footage from the event, I'll leave the links in the description below. And yeah, we just went round and round and round, and I was more confident in the car. Obviously I didn't want to red line it the whole way around because the car, you know, had never been tested. This was its first proper outing. So I didn't want to rev it too high, and I was worried about things falling off it. But to be honest, the temperature was fine, the car behaved itself absolutely beautifully. Awesome day out, and I genuinely can't wait to go next year. Right, that's it. I learned a lot from going to that event. We've added things such as wing mirrors and some bits and bobs, and that is going to be in the next episode, because right now I'm prepping this car to go on our first ever rally. Our first proper rally. Yep, we're off to Bovington stages. I've been spannering hard to get the car ready, and I'm off with my mates tomorrow. Right, gotta put this on the trailer. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.